My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynne, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynne life. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Lynne life. I decided the winter was a little bit too rough for me. I needed a break from it. So I left the cold north behind and put myself in a more tropical setting virtually. Sorry if I fooled any of you. I don't think I did. But yes, this is a virtual background. But it feels good. It looks good. And it's March, finally, the month of March, which means St. Patrick's Day. It's March 17th, as well as it's also my sister-in-law's birthday. And as my grandfather always said, St. Patrick's Day breaks the backbone of winter. And that's sort of the theme, is that, well, it's positivity, right? Spring is coming. The snow is beginning to melt, finally. And so we still have a lot of snow out there, but it is beginning to melt. I can see my mailbox now, and I can actually pull out of my driveway and see down the road a little bit, because the bank has melted down a little bit. So it's not as dangerous backing out of my driveway. So that's all positive. Some of the things, there is something I wanted to bring up. Now, I use my son as a sounding board for virtually everything I do on this channel. And I stay away from politics on this channel, because this is not meant to be a political sounding board. However, there are things happening right now that directly or may directly affect Lynne and myself. And I feel I've got to mention something, because when things happen, whatever happens that week, happens on the channel. And there's things that have been happening that scare me. Cuts to Medicaid, Medicare directly affect Lynne and I. Lynn's health care, her medical insurance, is Medicare is her primary, and Medicaid is her secondary. It's paid for her breast care. When she had breast cancer, continues to pay for all her doctor visits and medical procedures. Medicaid pays for her home health aides, something that we've been blessed to have for 13 years. It has, and by having the home health aides, has allowed me to work. I worked full-time until the last few years when I retired. But it continued to allow me to do that. Lynne cannot be left home alone, not even, for a minute. So you need someone watching her, and for me to be able to work, even to continue to freelance like I do, and it requires me to leave the home, maybe do some shooting, coming back, gives me the freedom to do that. That allows me to make some additional money, which is necessary, and also allows me to edit. It allows me to do what I'm doing right now, because Lynne is now downstairs with her aide. right now allowing me to do this. And it's all so important. I believe that anybody caring for a loved one with disabilities should have the option to have home health services paid for. Otherwise, it's very, very expensive. You're going to pay for it out of your own pocket. Very, very expensive. And I couldn't afford that. It would eat up my retirement savings very quickly. So, and speaking of retirement savings, I do, how I support myself right now, now that I'm retired, is one, Lynne gets a disability, Social Security disability check, Social Security. And I do too now. Hasn't been that long, but I have been collecting Social Security. And that I can't live entirely on it, but when I freelance, and I've done some freelance work this week, or in the last few weeks, I've done freelance work. And between Social Security and my retirement savings as sort of a backup, I can make ends meet and pay all the bills. My retirement savings is there in case I exceed whatever I'm bringing in. Also for home improvements, things like that. So a few years ago, I put a new roof on the house and paid for it with that. I bought a new washing machine recently, paid for it with that. That's what I do. I have little or no debt, which is important when you retire. And so I exist on that. Social Security is another thing. I know there's reports of being cuts in Social Security, cuts 50% of the staff working for Social Security should be cut. That will affect me, and I hate the word entitlement. Social Security is not an entitlement. It's a retirement savings. I've been contributing to that and Medicare and everything since I was like 15, 16 years old. It's my money. It's my money. It was promised to me. And it's dramatic. This is something that will affect us dramatically if there's cuts to any of that. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do if the Social Security wasn't there. I wouldn't be able to. Well, first of all, if we lost aid service, I wouldn't be able to freelance, or very little. I couldn't go out and work. I couldn't go back to work. I don't have anybody to watch Lynne. That's Medicaid. And if Social Security was gone, what am I doing? My retirement savings will be gobbled up pretty quickly. It won't last. It won't last through my lifetime. So, very, very important. I'm very, very concerned, and I feel like I got to tell you about that. So, if you have any opinions on that, feel free to leave comments. But I don't like the way things are going at all right now in this country. I'm also worried about war overseas, here, and whatever. You know, the country is largely divided, and that's not good. I'm not happy with that either. So that's enough of that, okay? But I felt I had to mention it. My son was nervous about me mentioning that. He has his opinions. He agrees with me. But he doesn't like it if I come out and mention things, especially when it's politics. I don't know if you should say that, Dad. But I'm gonna, because I'm a realist. I have to deal with reality every day. Lynne's disability is a reality that I have to deal with. I can't escape that. I mean, virtually I'm escaping it right now, but I can't really escape that. It's there. It's in my face every day. This is reality. This is what I deal with. But let's move on to something else we're doing to kind of make this period, make March a little more fun as we go into spring. I've come up with this idea that we should have, on Saturday nights, we should have themed dinners. Maybe not every Saturday night, but at least, at least once a month, maybe twice a month, we'll have a themed dinner and have a little fun with it. We're going to start this Saturday. Well, I'm actually shooting this on Friday. Tomorrow's March 1st. And that's the first, our themed dinner. It's going to be a German dinner. Because in Germany they have something called Fasching. I'm not German, but I discovered this through another YouTuber. And I decided that, hey, let's celebrate Fasching with German food. We're going to have a German dinner. I got a variety of sausages. We're going to introduce German sausages, sauerkraut, German potato salad, side of beets, and some beer. We're going to even give Lynne a little glass of beer. And we're going to celebrate Fasching. Fasching is sort of like German Mardi Gras. And speaking of Mardi Gras, that's another one. That's another themed dinner I think we'll do later. And of course we'll do a St. Patrick's Day themed dinner as well. And that should be fun. I think Lynne will enjoy it. I try to do things to get her drawn into this and keep her, entertained, so to speak. Then getting her to exercise more. She's a little peddler. We put her on. We do that. I had her on the treadmill yesterday for a few minutes. It's difficult with her. She doesn't like to exercise. I say, hey, you want to get on the treadmill? No. That's what you get. Want to do some pedaling? No. I've been doing the treadmill. I do a treadmill every day for a half hour. It's about a mile, a little over a mile that I'm going. Keep track of it on my Apple Watch, and it feels good. Trying to exercise a little more going into spring, so when spring is here and I'm outside and I'm moving around, I'm able to do more. I'm ready for it. So I've been doing that. And enjoy it. I do it right in the living room, right next to Lynne. So Lynne's laying on the couch. She has her after breakfast nap. She's right there. So whether I have an 8 or not, I can continue this. She's right there. So that works out pretty good. Sometimes she looks at me, kind of smiles, and then I say, "Hey, you want to get on the treadmill after me?" No. But yesterday we got her on it. It was like 3-4 minutes we got her on it. And that worked out well. What else is going on? Oh, I got Justin looking into some other things to do. Last year we went to a lot of festival type, went to Toy Fest, we went to a Comic-Con, we went to things like that. Horror Fest. We'll definitely go to Horror Fest again. I've actually, someone that organizes that reached out to me. I want to reach out back to them a little bit about it. Maybe I can get an interview, one of them to interview. When that's not until August. That was a good time. I'm looking for more of those type things to go to. Because they're kind of fun. I got some things I'm working on the model railroad, so you're probably going to see some of that in the future. Because you haven't seen anything about the model railroad on the blog doesn't mean I haven't been working on it. I've been working on it, but I want it to be ready before I show you what I've been working on. Something I want to get tomorrow to finished state. So we have that going on, and really looking forward to spring. Up here, I love living up here. I like the weather up here, with the exception of January, February, and most of March. So I don't mind the winter weather in December because it's Christmas time and it's kind of fun. But once January hits, it's rough. It's rough. January and February are rough months. March gives us hope. But I've seen some of the worst snowstorms at the beginning of March. But we don't see any of those on the horizon right now. We've been having some thaws, temperatures in the above freezing, high 30s, 38, almost 40, and it's even rained some days. And the snow has really come down a lot, but it's still a lot. I mean, I don't see any grass or anything. It's still completely white out there. And the banks are still pretty high. But it's coming down. We're getting there. We're getting there. Looking forward to being on the patio again. Looking forward to our first campfire and getting Lynne outside. And looking forward to riding my e-bike, getting on my motorcycle, all that stuff. All that fun stuff. Makes me appreciate that more when you don't have it for a few months. I really appreciate it when it comes back. But yeah, I think that's about all I got for you this week. And so we'll see you next time on the Lynne Life. And now I've got to head back north.